of paternal uncle, even my own family, further generations may start following the sinful acts. So what will happen to my future generations? Every generation will start destroying. So from there, he started going in which direction? So what happens once you understand, once we got emotionally struck, everything goes only in a negative way. We will not have any hope towards our positive step which we have decided. Every side from all corners, we will be attacked with only a negative arrow that shows us like, this is going to happen negative to you. This is a sinful act. This may damage you. Your future generations may laugh at you. So all these kind of things. So the true meaning of this is like, varna sankaraha, like, in this way, what he's saying, if at all I perform a sinful act, all future generations, like, intercaste marriages may happen, then intercaste kids will born. In that way, my generations will be lost in a wrong direction. So how we can interpret that in the regular lifestyle? If I perform a wrong duty, if I skip few activities which I am doing in the my life, even tomorrow my kids, my grandkids may not follow them. If they don't follow them, how their life is going to happen? So I should not do any sinful act. If I scold my maid, if I scold my subordinates, my kids may think like I'm not respecting subordinates. I'm not respecting poor people. So my kids may also start showing a wrong kind of vision towards them, so that they stop respecting the people. This may be the intention in our mind, but here we are forgetting the role which we are supposed to play. God, so this is what is the importance of the first chapter. So rest all in the first chapter sloka speak the same about like how Arjuna is worried, how he thinks like, killing about his people and how it is going to affect them. So complete first chapter, he is just speaking how he is feeling, what is my problem, and he's keep on telling Krishna, expressing his views. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Sastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama Pradhamodhyaya Sampurnam. Now the second chapter begins as Sankhya Yoga. In this Sankhya Yoga, we will just talk about 2 slokas. Then I will leave the session to you to interpret it with the first sloka. So why I'm talking about second chapter, these 2 slokas, because they may be helpful for you to help in connecting with the case. So in first chapter, complete, like, Krishna even did not talk a single word. If someone comes to you in a pain, screaming and telling like, I have problem. If we say them, no, that is not a problem, will they be in a position to listen? No. Will the word or any advice you give, does that have any value? No. So Krishna is a mentor and a great guru. So he did not talk anything throughout the first chapter. In the second chapter, what the second sloka, the first sloka which Krishna spoke was, second sloka, yeah, kindly refer your book. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. We are in the Sankhya Yoga, Dvitiya Adhyayah. Kutasvakasmalamidam Vishame Samupastitam Anarya Jushtamasvargya Makirtikaram Arjuna. So he's asking, what happened to you, Arjuna? Why are you talking like, a person who is not literate? You're talking like a illiterate person. So what is making you to feel like, and you're doing a task like, which is going to give you a wrong name. As a Kshatriya, what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to fight. But you are giving me all the excuses. When you give an excuse, what you are going to get in return? You are getting a wrong fame to your name itself. So what happened to you? You are doing such a task which is not going to give you heaven. As a Kshatriya, when we discussed in our first session, what is heaven? Swargam. It is nothing but it's here, the happy state. Narakam, it is hell. It is also carried in this part only. All the negative emotions will give you hell. All the positive emotions will give you heaven. So here saying Arjuna, because of the way you are thinking, with what he is undergoing, negative emotion or positive emotion, he is undergoing negative emotions only. So why you are doing such a task which is giving you a health state, and it is going to give you a negative state? The great Arjuna thinking in this way, obviously what does it symbolizes for Arjuna? So a great warrior cannot think in this way. So these kind of excuses are made by illiterate people, but not like a stronger warrior like you. So this is what is said by Krishna. And do you think it's applicable for all of us also, right? When we are strong enough, always we should not give an excuse like, today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Sunday. That's why I will not write exam or these kind of stuff or anything. We will be thinking we have to hold the responsibility which we are supposed to do. Most of us step back in doing a responsibility, thinking about a failure in that. But we are not supposed to do that. Now the third sloka, which is very, very important. Always remember this particular sloka, you can use it in your training programs or training your kids anywhere else. Klaimbhyam masmagamah partha naitattvayupapadyate kshudram hrudaya daurbalyam tyaktvotishtha parantapa. So here Krishna is saying, do you know, Arjuna, what is the biggest point of a person that pulls him back? It is Hrudaya Daurbalyam. So what is Hrudaya Daurbalyam? Fear. You're weak at your heart. Okay, weak at your heart. If you're fearfulness, then that is the only thing that pulls you back in anything in your life. So you consider any situation in your life. In the previous story, Sheila, she's feared that I may lose my personal life. She's feared that she may lose, she'll never get back her daughter in a normal position. She has a fear that she may start loving my husband more than me, though I made many sacrifices. She has a fear that I still need to make more sacrifices for a longer period of time, or my life continues in the same way. In the same way, we too have a fear that my kids may not perform well in their life. I may lose my job. People may think wrong about me. So root cause for every emotion is fear. Hrudaya Daurbalyam. So your heart is weak, then everything starts attacking you. So what is saying Krishna? So Krishna is saying, Klaimbhyam masmagama partha naitatva yupapadyate kshudram hrudaya daurbalyam tyaktvo tishta parantapa. So leave such fear, get up and go and fight in the war. So you are such a great warrior and you are going to be in such a, you are getting weak. So kindly leave that fearful factor, weak point, get up, go for fight. So mentor started encouraging the client from this sloka. This is the crucial sloka in Bhagavad Gita. So for today, my inputs are done. Now your input starts of connecting that case study with Bhagavad Gita. So I don't want you to connect in such a way like who is Arjuna, who is Krishna. No, we are not connecting in that way. We are connecting where actually the goal of that particular Sheila is missing. What is her goal? What stopped her? Like Putran, Pautran, like who stopped her? Who are her internal attachments that stopped her reaching? What are the fearful factors? What created her anxiety? Which point she felt like, she lacked the focus on her life? Where she started feeling depressed? So these points you are connecting. You will be connecting with referral of slokas, so that what happens in your mind, the complete first chapter will be there. Done?
Done.
So yeah, you have 20 more minutes. If at all you are unable to work out in this 20 minutes, kindly take it as homework, and please take it as a serious task, and that will really help you. And
Sure,
task
sure.
for this week is you are going to prepare one more case study like this. Not in a similar way. You can take up any life incident, you can take up any situation whom you know of, your colleagues, friends, your own life, your family members. Replace the names